Hi, everyone. This is Paul Hitchcock with the Asset Protection, Estate Planning, and Business Planning firm, Barth Calderon. I'm here with Tree Nguyen. Tree, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. Hello, everybody.
Fantastic. Well, Tree is a Vistage chair, amongst many other things she has going on. But Tree, we're doing this because you and I thought it'd be interesting to do a little bit of a debrief. We just had a really great kind of new member acquisition Vistage event. And so I wanted to get your input from the perspective of a Vistage chair. So I thought I'd first ask you, tell us, those listening who don't know you, what you're doing with Vistage and a little bit about you and your group there.
Well, I can share with you something very quickly. Most people understand what Vistage is about. It's basically helping CEOs make better decisions and to grow their businesses and themselves. Personally, in my vernacular, I help CEOs become the best versions of themselves.
Right. And you've got how many groups? 2 or 3 different groups?
We have a small business group, which is made of CEOs for small to mid-sized businesses, and we have a key group.
Got it. Okay. So you and I were talking. We met a while ago, and obviously both of us are always looking to meet new people and establish great relationships. And we've got some great speakers on asset protection and business planning here at Barth Calderon. We're a sponsor of Vistage. We have Vistage members here. So you and I got our brain trust together and wanted to come up with an event to attract people that you and I both would love to meet. And so what I found great about you, Tree, is that this event was going to be having our founder, Harry Barth, speak on the essential asset protection components for any business owner that they need to have to really run a successful business. And so when you and I were talking, you had great contacts. You had channels into a local bank, into Insperity, which is a big Vistage sponsor. And we started talking to put on this event. Mm-hmm. And so, in your kind of, as we debrief this, how did it go from the beginning and your kind of involvement, and so forth?
Wow. It took some effort, right, but it was well worth it. It was really connecting, with our different partners. Insperity is a big partner, the bank's a big partner, and really tapping into my network and asking for who might benefit from hearing Harry speak and or may benefit from experiencing what Vistage could potentially help them with. So from there, people came together and said, hey, I've got a name or 2 or 5 names. And sometimes it was, me directly connecting with them, and others was just these strategic partners coming together and bringing these people forward. So really, when you put it all together, it took the effort from both you and I and our partners coming to make this event successful. And then at the end of the day, I think people got a lot out of it. People got a lot out of what, people walk away. What I heard that day was people walk away going, wow, I am so scared. in a good way, because they were scared enough to make a move, make a decision to help to change their lives.
And you're also talking about Harry's message about asset protection, where he kind of, right.
Definitely. Yeah, talking about Harry's message. It was just a lot of people, work all their lives to create the wealth, the assets that they have for their families. I mean, face it, we all work because we need to take care of our families. Right. Most of us don't realize the level of protection or the level of exposure, the level of protection that's out there and the level of exposure that we all have if we don't take steps to protect.
Yeah, and I thought it just flowed really nicely because Harry was kind of the keynote speaker, but you really led that meeting. And I think we had probably about 20 people in the room, really great people. You led the meeting, introduced Harry, introduced Vistage, and talked a bit about what you were doing there. I think a couple of your group members were there, but I thought you did a great job kind of just, moderating that whole experience.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then the follow-up, so I think you and I have talked about really kind of some of the good follow-up that's coming out of it in establishing some new channels into the sponsors and so forth. But would you do it again?
I absolutely would. I'll tell you why. One is that I love sharing both what you and I do. We care a lot about people. I mean, in different ways, I protect people's businesses just as much as you guys do.
Absolutely.
We love sharing the message, raising awareness for people who may not, realize what Vistage can do for them or what, your services can provide for them. So I definitely would do that to spread the message. Secondly, I just love working with great people like you, Insperity. I mean, those folks were wonderful, as well as the bank and all the partners that we brought together. So, at the end of the day, we all serve the same, people. And when we can all work together to serve the people in the best way possible, I just think it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, no, great input, Tree. Listen, thanks for chatting with me about the event, and look forward to doing a ton more with you.
Same here. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.